I am so confused with what's going on in the European Union. As an automotive person, I keep reading all this new information coming my way, and I'm going to share it with you right now and get you a little bit confused also. Some years ago, the European Union said, hey, we got to go electric cars. We got to go with, full emission-free cars. They gave deadlines. Different countries, confirmed their deadlines of, some said 2025, some said 2030, some 2035. They like to round up to these numbers. They don't say like 2036 or July 2038, things like that. Doesn't matter. Let them do the rounding up. Now, in 2024, we get news that some European car manufacturers are still delivering to the showroom brand new diesel powered cars. How is that possible? I mean, I'm talking about premium brands. I don't want to mention the brands, but you should know them. Uh, I mean, why are you still producing diesel cars? I'll tell you why. Because diesel is not dead. In Eastern Europe, in Western Europe, a lot of consumers, car buyers, still want diesel powered cars because inter-Europe travel is very common with Europeans. And if you want to do inter-Europe travel, there are not enough charging stations. Even if there were enough charging stations, people normally travel on holidays and peak seasons and whatever else. Everybody's traveling. How are you going to get yourself charged? Same problem in Malaysia, same problem in Asia. Because why? You can't have a whole bunch of electric car chargers sitting in some highway location just to be used on peak season. The cost doesn't make sense at all. So, diesel cars are still being produced and sold, and these are beautiful new generation diesel engines. That's problem number one. Problem number two, in the UK, news has just come out that the sale of diesel cars are more than electric cars. How is that possible? UK is one of the first few to say, oh, we want to go emissions free, we want to do this properly, we want to push electric car ownership. Okay, you push, you put up chargers, you did what you needed to do, and then now you say, hey, people are buying more diesel cars. And why they buy more diesel cars? Because it just makes more sense for a group of car consumers. Not everybody, but a group. There are people who want electric cars, there are people who want diesel cars still, and there are people who want petrol-powered cars. Then, the next really interesting news, okay? The EU now just recently confirmed 45% tariff on Chinese-made electric cars. Now, look at this Xpeng electric car. In Malaysia, it's 165,000. It's lower than a Tesla Model Y. It's got fantastic features. It's got a bigger cabin. It's got 500 over kilometers of driving distance on one full charge. It's got great tech. It's got everything. Like you can watch a video on it, which we did earlier. But you want to put a 45% tariff to protect your local car industry, the EU car industry. But here's the best part. They said this, but the one country, actually two countries who objected, but the one country has the biggest producer of electric cars in Europe, which is Germany, objected to that. And then Hungary, who has got a lot of factories, they don't have a car company, but they also objected. So why did these two people object? Because why? They think it's not fair to do this for a few reasons. Components for producing electric cars in Europe are coming from China. These countries also export a lot of other items, food, drink, cosmetics, whatever, to China. So China is going to retaliate with their tariffs on your products. So why are you doing this trade war? You wanted electric cars. China said, okay, I'll give you electric cars. They make a car as plush as this at half the price, and then you put tariffs. And then what do you hope to get from it? You're going to start a war where who's going to benefit? Who is going to benefit? The tax department. Because why? You're going to put an extra price on everything. Who collects that extra money? So, end of the day, I don't understand what the EU is doing. I don't understand exactly what is their objective. They seem to be dilly-dallying. Meanwhile, none of these EU leaders are arriving at meetings with electric cars, not even European electric cars. So, What is your point?